Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home. Remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to go. 5 to 10 minutes of a cardio workout just to get your heart rate up a little and your muscles warmed up and ready to move. We are going to use a few different things today for our tools. One being a fit ball if you have one. A step of some sort. You can also use the bottom step of your staircase in your home. A couple different sets of dumbbells. So we need one that's just one dumbbell that's a little bit heavier and then a couple that are a little bit lighter. And a water jug or this is called a surge. It doesn't matter. It has water in it, so it's going to be a little bit of variability. But if you have a water jug like we've used in the past, that's another great thing you can use in that exercise. So grab those things. Remember to come into these workouts warmed up, and let's get moving. Okay, so we're going to start on the floor with that one weight that's a little bit heavier. We're going to do an overhead lat pull. There's a lot of different ways you can work the muscles in your back, and I like to mix it up and do them differently each time so that the muscles are both used differently, but also to show you that there's a lot of different ways you can do it if you don't have all the different tools in your home. So we're just going to do this on the floor so you have a good supportive background here. Sometimes we do these on with a bridge on the ball. Sometimes we do a bridge here, so you can incorporate those if you would like. I'm just going to do this on the floor today. So take that one weight, hang on to the dumbbell on the sides, press it straight overhead. Now we're going to keep your arms straight and bring it overhead to the floor. Now, if that feels like too much, right away, grab a smaller weight. The other thing you can do is you can bend your elbows a little bit and do the same exercise. That makes the lever shorter and it can ease your joints if this hurts your shoulders at all. But I want you to keep your elbows at the same angle either way. So this isn't a triceps exercise, it's the lats. So it's working those muscles, those large muscles in your back, in addition to your shoulders. Keep breathing. Keep your tummy nice and tight here. Keeping that back flat to the floor. The other thing is you can limit the range of motion a little bit if getting all the way to the floor overhead is too much or if it causes any shoulder pain. You could just go to here and come back up. You can do a smaller range of motion. Try to keep it in a pain-free range of motion is always the most important thing. A little bit of muscle soreness is one thing, but I don't want any joint or muscle pain. One more. All right, good. Okay, so lower that down. Make sure it's out of your way. Actually, we're going to use that same weight. We're going to stand up and do some step downs. So it's an eccentric motion. Stand up nice and slowly so you don't get dizzy or lightheaded. Move this up here. Okay, grab that weight, pick it up with good form. Now, I want you to put one foot on the step. Keep my screen alive here. And I want you to do it somewhere where you can hang on. So somewhere sturdy. I've got my machine here. You could use it if you're doing this on the bottom stair. You've got your railing, hopefully something sturdy. Now, we're going to stand with your foot off to the side of the step. So you're going to be standing kind of perpendicular to the stair, or parallel to the stair actually. And what I want you to do is to sit back and just lower that foot down to the floor. Now this is more challenging than doing step ups. If you can do it without hanging on, that's great. And either just barely touch your foot to the floor or try not to touch your foot to the floor. I don't want you going down and then resting and then coming back up. I want this all to be in this leg that's doing the work. So breathe, try to keep your chest up nice and tall. You can use that banister or railing or sturdy object to really sit back, and you should be feeling this in your glutes and your quads here. This is a lot more difficult than a step up. It requires a lot of eccentric control. If you're having any knee pain, really make sure you can even exaggerate the sit back more here. 2 more. Nice and slowly. 10. All right, good. Now we'll switch sides. So nice and tall to start. Sitting back, notice that my hips go back as I sit down into this. 3. And hanging on to something is not cheating here. It actually can really help you improve your form to avoid any knee pain. And also this is a kind of a challenging balance one too. But I'd rather have you hang on just a little to keep your balance so you can keep that muscle control in that standing leg. Keep breathing. Keep your abs nice and tight as always. Help you control that. This is a really challenging one. You may really be feeling this in your hip. 2 more. And 10. All right, good. Okay, you can set that weight down and then grab those other 2 dumbbells that I talked about that are going to be a little bit lighter than that one. We're going to do a standing shoulder press. So we're going to bring those weights up here. You can either keep your elbows out to the side here or bring them in. So we're going to do them both at the same time today. If you have any shoulder pain, you can limit your range of motion and also bring them in here. If you have any back pain, do this one seated. So I'm going to grab my ball here just to demonstrate that one and keep it. But if you don't have back pain, keep it standing. You can even do a little bit of a balance challenge with this. Do either a tandem stance or a staggered stance, even a narrowed stance with your feet together. 3 more. Breathe. And 10. Good. All right, slowly lower those to the floor. Now we're going to use this ball, if you have one, and we're going to lay down on your tummy on the ball. If you don't have a ball, you can do this one on your hands and knees, doing one leg at a time. We're going to do a hip extension. So this is what this would look like if you don't have a ball. Put one leg out like this, and we'll bring it up to neutral, slowly back and forth, up and down. If you do have a ball, we're going to be on your tummy. Your hands are just kind of lightly resting here. Bring your feet together, and we're going to bring those feet up off the floor. We're doing a hip extension. Breathe. So notice that the rest of my body is in a nice straight line. Keeping my head in line with my spine. I don't want to be looking up like this. That puts a lot of pressure on your neck. 6. We're just going up to neutral here. So we don't need to try to lift them up higher than your hips. This one coupled with the step downs, you should really be feeling it in your glutes. 8. I may be miscounting, that's okay. 2 more. 9. Keep your abs nice and tight. That will help you to continue to be able to breathe. And 10. All right, good. Okay, now we're going to grab that water jug or surge, depending on what you have in your home. I'm assuming you probably don't have one of these, but they're kind of fun. I've got one in my gym, but I do like to use a water jug like I've done in the past. So you can just kind of grab the ends of it if you've got one. We're going to do punches forward and then overhead. Make sure my fan is out of the way here. Okay, so to start, like a lot of exercises that I describe, I want your knees bent, your hips bent, and your abs tight. Just an athletic stance. If you think like you're ready to move, you're ready to make a move somewhere, that's what I want you. So we're going to punch forward and then punch overhead. So I want you to push it out quickly and then bring it back quickly. Keep those abs nice and tight. 4, 5, 6. Working on an explosive movement here. 8. This is a great shoulder, chest, and back exercise. And your hands, if you're hanging onto a water bottle, 10 and 10. All right, good. I like those. Those are fun. Okay, we're going to end with a balance challenge. And I really want to make sure you're standing somewhere with your hands over something that you can hang on to. We're going to either do a staggered stance, a tandem stance, or a single leg stance, which is the most challenging. But I want you to try, if you're ready, if you want a little bit more challenge, to close your eyes. So, when we do anything with your eyes closed, I want you to have your hand, like say we're doing it at the kitchen counter here, I want your hands right over the kitchen counter, or maybe a centimeter, not touching to begin with, but ready to grab, so it's right there. So like here, I'm going to do it here, so my hands ready to grab. I know where it is. I don't have to open my eyes to find it. The reason I say that is because if your hands are here and then you reach up to grab, you can hit your knuckles and it hurts. And I don't want any accidents here, but having that ready here, ready to grab, and let's start. So like I said, staggered, tandem, or single, only close your eyes if you think you're ready for a little bit more challenge. All right, here we go. We're going to go 30 seconds. My hand's right here in case I need to grab. I don't even have to open my eyes to find it. I can correct a little bit if I need to. Now, if you have any dizziness when you close your eyes, open them and just really challenge your balance with the next level. Like if you've always been doing staggered, try tandem for a little bit, but keep your hands over that. Well, hello, Baloo. All right, that was 30 seconds. Hi, are you going to help me? Let's try the other foot now, or put the other foot in front. All right, close your eyes. You may find that one side is easier than the other. That's pretty typical. Or one foot in front is easier than the other. Breathe. Keep those abs nice and tight. That can help you with your balance. Like I said, if this is too much for you, open your eyes and work on 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Okay, great. So, like I said, only if you're ready to close your eyes. If you have any dizziness, don't close your eyes. If you already find this challenging, don't close your eyes. Just work on that. Find your level. But I like to add a little bit of a challenge for when you're ready. So, do these through 1 to 2 more times, add a little cardio in between, and make sure you cool down and do your stretches at the end. Please, as always, let me know if you have any questions or if you need an alteration on any of the exercises. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week.